I think Bernie won. I really want to compliment the PBS people. I think they did a head and shoulders job better than everybody else so far, just because they were kind of asking questions that people wanted to know the answers to, as opposed to a gotcha question. Hillary is rushing to get to Bernie's side of the issues. That's very consistent with Secretary Clinton's position on everything. It's a rush to get the side wherever they think the wind is blowing, and then when it blows back the other way, I'll be back the other way. Where Bernie is, he's on the same side he's been on for years. So I think Bernie won that. They only have a few points really dividing them. And the biggest one is Wall Street and the relationship with Wall Street. Bernie's comment about, look, these people aren't stupid. They don't throw millions of dollars. They're greedy financial people. They're not throwing out millions of dollars unless they're getting something. They don't continue to throw it out unless they're sure they're getting something. She's got that big problem to deal with. Also, it pointed up, even the polls after that, she's very weak with the younger class, the millennials and so forth. But she's also really weak with young women.
Truthfully, where Sanders and Clinton split the most is really with the most important issues. Because Hillary says, well, if we need to break the banks, I'll break them up with Dodd-Frank. And Bernie's saying, no, we need to break them up now. And why doesn't Hillary want to break them up? Because the banking industry gives her all this money. Hillary Clinton says, well, we can't dismantle Obamacare, which was Hillary Care before that. I mean, she takes credit for everything. We can't dismantle that and have a single-payer system. It's just too hard. And Bernie's like, no, it is possible, and it works in other countries. And what he says is what's broken with this is because of how Big Pharma has a stranglehold in the insurance companies, and we need to put a stop to that. Clinton won't because they pay her money. Big Pharma pays her money.
And she even mentioned it herself. People are saying that, she's bringing it up herself now, that I'm owned by Big Pharma. Well, let me tell you what I will do.
What she says is I'll get unaccountable money out of politics, which the $6 million she got from, George Soros, that's accountable money. So that's okay. They also differ greatly on the whole Middle East thing, where Hillary wants a no-fly zone and all this military blah, 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 blah. And Bernie's like, no, we can't fight two wars at once. They really differ on the most profound issues, but the Clinton camp has a way of spinning it to where she looks like she's basically really close to Bernie when she's actually really far to Bernie.
Hillary created the whole policy, that's created this quagmire in the Middle East right now. So that's worrisome to me. The other big thing is Wall Street isn't really the issue. The issue is how do we create jobs? I give Bernie total kudos that, yes, we have an infrastructure here that makes us almost a third world country. And these are dollars that are already allocated. They're simply not being spent. So people aren't working because they won't release the spending. When we have bridges, we have roads, airports, all of this stuff needs to be upgraded, and the infrastructure projects aren't taking place. The floodplains, the Army Corps of Engineers. So I totally agree that will create jobs, and it should be an ongoing thing. It's not a...
and another thing about jobs that they don't bring up with universal health care is it will mean small businesses won't have to pay their employees' insurance.
Bernie basically was one of the architects of the Affordable Health Care Act, Obamacare, and he knows what's wrong with it, and he knows what needs to be fixed. That's simple. And it is a big burden, and why the richest country in the world, the United States of America, can't have free health care for everybody is incomprehensible. And the only reason is because the insurance companies and the pharma companies don't want it.
So what's your final thought on this debate?
Final thought is, I would say Bernie picked up some people. The other final thought is that teeing up, not in Nevada, but in South Carolina, Bernie has to begin to capture the Black American vote. And if he can do that, he will get the nomination. I really think Hillary is shaken now.